starts with Jessica Rigner. Can I get an applause for Jessica this weekend? I mean, unbelievable. And, you know, I didn't really know Jessica for too long before my isogenics journey started. And you know how everyone has all these connections with different people you know? We really didn't have that. When I met Jessica, we didn't know anything about each other, and we had no friends in common. I happened to buy a beach house across from hers. And we instantly connected. We both have 3 young children. We both have twins. We hit it off right away. And we started to spend time together. And we realized, you know, we looked at each other's lives, which were very different. I had left my job as a school psychologist to stay home with my children. I've been so blessed to be able to do that. My husband has a wonderful job. He's an excellent provider. So we made that decision together, and I was raising the children. Jessica, as you heard on Friday, in the corporate world, working like a mad woman. I mean, working, had a nanny helping her take care of her children. So when we would connect on the beach and we would talk, you know, she would look to my life and say, gosh, I wish I could stay at the beach, but I have to go to work. And, you know, I wish I could do what you're doing with your children. But I would be looking at her and being like, wow, she's like got this amazing job and doing all these great things. She's a leader. People look up to her. And we would talk about, like, wouldn't it be great to have it all? I wish there was a vehicle to have it all. But at that time, you know, we didn't know. So she got started on the products. I was a mommy. Who knows what a mommy is? Caffeine all day, wine all night. Well, Jessica knew that about me, and she said, I have something for you. It's going to make you feel so much better. So we got started together on this journey for the products. Of course, as you heard Jessica's story, she immediately took off with the business, having that business savvy in her genes. And Janny recognized that in her. So she started on that path right away. I was sharing the isogenics products with people because I loved it. I felt really good. People noticed my husband and I were feeling great, lost a little bit of weight. So people started to join us, but I was not interested in the business. I really didn't have the confidence in myself to do this business. But Jessica was like, come on, you can do this. As Janny was pouring into her, she was duplicating and pouring into me as a new consultant. She pretty much begged me to come to U Newark 2014, right here. And I decided to take a risk and come to this event. And I sat right back there. And I did the same thing. I was copying Jessica in duplication, so I wanted my entire team here. And I was able to get my one and only associate, my sister Bridget, to come with me that day. And we sat all the way in the back. And I sat here just like you all did for the weekend, and I took it all in. And I was blown away by what I heard. My belief was definitely a 10 out of 10 when I left here. In the products, in the compensation plan, in the vision of this company. I was so impressed. I listened to Alexis Romano, who, that story resonated with me so deeply because of the connection with the public school system and being in New Jersey. I listened to Zach and Eden talk about why. I went through that whole weekend and I was blown away. They set me up with the tools. But I have to say, you know, a lot of you today are going to go home from this event and maybe you're not quite ready. And that was me. I took it all in, I loved it, but I wasn't quite ready. And then I had my aha moment, which was about a month later. So as I had mentioned, I left my job to raise my children. I felt so blessed to have that opportunity. But you know, something was really missing with me. I missed my job, but I didn't really want to go back full time. I wanted to be with my family. So one day, I was doing some homework at the table. My oldest daughter, Cammie, who's in one of the pictures, I'm not sure if they're gonna show it or not, but she was doing a project called All About Me, preparing for kindergarten. And it was fun, you know, we were decorating this little Cammie, putting hair and fun stuff like that. I said, Cammie, you know, what do you want to be when you grow up? You can be anything. And she said, Mommy, I want to be just like you. And that, you know, touched my heart. I said, do you want to be, you know, a teacher or a school psychologist? And I wasn't sure what she meant. She said, I want to do laundry and clean the kitchen. And it's so cute, but it really honestly broke my heart. I thought to myself, my son, my boy, has this amazing role model in my husband. And I'm letting them down. I'm letting my girls down. I can do more than laundry. Now, I'm not discounting what it takes to be a stay-at-home mom. That's big work. Big work. But I knew that I had to show my daughters really what I was capable of, that I had the ability to do much more. And I picked up the phone. Jessica, she's backstage, but I called her and I said, I am ready. I am so ready to do this. And that was my takeaway from the event. All of the things I heard, it hit me at that moment. And that's when I really got into action and started to use all of the tools that I learned from U Newark that day and followed the tracks laid out by Janny Elo to Jessica Rigner and really, really went to work. And I really did. I mean, every nap, I was on the phone 3 ways. Every evening, I was making 3-way calls, working, using all of these tools, the contacts constantly, podcasts when I was folding laundry. I still had to do the laundry. But I really, really went to work, and I could not believe what happened in 2 short years. At this event, I had 70 people from my team come. It's been so exciting. Barbara Ann, you got to hear her talk today. One of my first enrollments, she's talked about coming out of bankruptcy and being able to provide for her family again. Doing something like that has been so meaningful to me. It's an unbelievable opportunity. The income that I'm earning with Isogenics was never necessarily the main focus. I really have been so blessed in my life, but this income is now giving me a new purpose in terms of looking for some true financial freedom for my family and being able to pay for college and do all of these things that I never thought I was going to be able to do in terms of my position in our household. So it has changed me in so many ways. I feel like I'm myself again. I feel proud of myself. Thank you. We don't like to brag about ourselves, but I do. I feel really proud about myself. I feel so excited about the role model I am for my daughters now. My daughter goes to school and talks about me, and she's proud of me, and that's all I really wanted. I'm just so grateful for this opportunity, and I hope you all see this as a vehicle to have everything you could possibly want if you do the work and you follow the tools that you've been hearing about all weekend. I want to thank you all for letting me share my story.